Okay, guys, I need everyone to take a deep breath before we start, because what I'm about to talk about might cause emotional damage. I'm serious. Like, if you're weak to good-looking men, especially ones who look like they stepped for K-drama wearing Cartier, just brace yourself. Because yes, we are talking about Eunwoo, Astro's very own visual legend, and his new photo shoot with Marie Claire, where he decided apparently that the rest of us don't need functioning hearts anymore. Like, I was fine. I was literally having a normal day, scrolling through Instagram, sipping my iced coffee, living my peaceful little life, and then suddenly, bam, there he is, Eunwoo, dressed head to toe in Cartier, looking like he just walked out of a royal palace to ruin my sanity. And I swear, the first picture alone had me frozen for a full 30 seconds. You know when someone's so good looking, your brain just kind of buffers? Yeah, that. My Wi-Fi was fine. It was my soul that lost connection. So here's what happened. For Marie Claire's May issue, Eunwoo dropped some behind-the-scenes shots from his photo shoot. And of course, because he's him, every single photo looked like a movie still. Like, how does one man have the range to look like both a Greek god and a soft puppy in the same frame? He starts off with this deadly serious look, all sharp jawline, piercing eyes, the kind of gaze that could melt metal. And I'm like, okay, wow, that's intense. I see you, sir. But then, in the next shot, he's suddenly smiling. And just like that, it's over for me. 1 second he's your royal highness, and the next he's that sweet boy who probably says sorry to bugs. That's what makes Eunwoo so dangerous, his duality. He's not just handsome, he's versatile. He can serve model face, actor face, idol face, boyfriend face, all in 5 seconds flat. And don't even get me started on that Cartier jewelry. The Clash de Cartier collection? Bro, it's literally called Clash. And it makes sense because my heart was clashing with my will to live. He looked like he was born to wear luxury. Like he didn't even need to try. The man just exists, and the jewelry's like, yes, your majesty. But wait, it gets worse. Because then he posted more. Like, sir, I haven't even recovered from your first batch of photos, and now you're dropping new ones? Give us a warning next time. And in his second post, he goes for that playful, soft vibe. Like he knows exactly what he's doing to us. He's smiling, tilting his head, looking all gentle and sweet. And I swear, I could hear the collective scream of the fandom echo across the internet. You know what it is about Eunwoo? It's that he's got this perfect but still human kind of charm. He's flawless, but not in a cold, untouchable way. He's got warmth in his eyes, like he could ruin your life and then apologize softly for it. And let's not forget, this is Eunwoo we're talking about, the man who somehow manages to be good at literally everything. Singing? Check. Dancing? Check. Acting? Check. Breathing? Overachieved. Like, remember when he played Do Kyung-suk in My ID is Gangnam Beauty? That role was literally made for him. He didn't even have to act. He just showed up, looked like that, and boom, character complete. And then he had the nerve to make us cry in True Beauty. I was just trying to enjoy a drama, and next thing I know, I'm emotionally invested in his every blink. Fun fact, people in Korea actually call him 얼굴 천재, which literally means face genius. Like, imagine being so good looking that society just gives you a title for it. He's not even human at this point. He's like a walking art piece. But here's the thing. Even though Eunwoo looks like a prince, he's such a dork in real life. If you've ever seen ASTRO's behind-the-scenes videos or their variety shows, you know what I mean. He laughs at the dumbest jokes, trips over random stuff, and sometimes looks completely lost when the members tease him. He's this mix of cool and clueless that's just unfairly adorable. And the way ASTRO members talk about him, priceless. Jinjin once said that Eunwoo's the type who sets an alarm to wake up early just to wake other people up. Like, what kind of K-drama male lead behavior is that? And Moonbin, rest his soul, used to call him Prince Eunwoo and tease him for being too polite, too nice, too perfect. Their friendship was one of the purest things ever. You could tell how much love there was in that group. You know, it's funny, for someone with that much attention on his looks, Eunwoo's always been humble. He said in interviews that sometimes being labeled as just the handsome one made him feel pressured because he wanted people to recognize his effort too. Like, he knows his face is the first thing people notice, but he works hard to make sure it's not the only thing. That's what makes him special. He doesn't just rely on his visuals, he earns his place. He practices singing, hones his acting, works out, learns languages, takes care of his members. Like, sir, please leave something for the rest of us to do. And if you followed him for a while, you know he's been through a lot. ASTRO didn't have the easiest journey. They weren't an instant hit group. They had to slowly build their fan base, one stage, one comeback at a time. And through it all, Eunwoo never acted like he was above anyone else. He supported his members, stayed humble, and always gave his best. And now, seeing him in luxury campaigns like Cartier, standing shoulder to shoulder with global stars, it just makes you proud, you know? Like watching your friend glow up in real time. But okay, let's go back to those photos, because I'm not done screaming yet. That lighting, that styling, the aura, it's insane. He's not just wearing Cartier, he's embodying it. You could put him in a potato sack and he'd still look expensive. He has that kind of elegance that money can't buy. And the comments section? Pure chaos. People were literally fighting for their lives in there. Some were confessing their love. Others were declaring they'd lost their will to date real people ever again. It was a mess, but a beautiful one. And honestly, same. Because it's not just about how he looks, it's about how he feels. There's something so effortless about him, like he's confident but never cocky. You look at him and you're like, yeah, that's someone who was born to shine. It's crazy to think that the same Eunwoo who used to carry Astro's props and giggle shyly during interviews is now this global icon gracing the cover of Marie Claire in Cartier. Growth? That's not growth. That's evolution. So yeah, maybe he did make our heart skip a beat, or 2, or 10. But honestly, can you blame us? He's Eunwoo, the face genius, the human Cartier, the walking fairy tale. And if your heart's not skipping yet, go look at those photos again, because trust me, they hit different the second time. What do you guys think? Did he just end you too, or are you somehow surviving this visual attack? Let me know in the comments. I need emotional support. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for screaming with me. And if you enjoyed this little chaotic breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow Eunwoo survivors. Until next time, this has been your friendly neighborhood fangirl, trying to stay calm, but failing. See you in the next one.